I was recently at an unveiling event for the Riley Men's Health Fund's annual Razor Raffle, which this year included a trailer. A few things caught my attention with this edition. 1, this was no ordinary trailer. 2, the trailer incorporated some really great ideas. And 3, they are being manufactured right here in Farmington, New Mexico. Timothy Bailey is the owner, along with his wife Kylie, of Hall Kings, a brand new manufacturer of a brand new type of UTV trailer. They live here and decided to start manufacturing these trailers as a brand new business. Since we, as a state, county, and city, are actively seeking outdoor recreation industry manufacturers, their business fits absolutely perfectly into what we're trying to do in these efforts. Just this year, we've seen the opening of Desert River Guides, which has quickly become a local favorite, Black Bear Unlimited offering local Jeep tours, now Hall Kings trailers, and I'm sure even more outdoor rec businesses right here in Farmington. I want to chat with Timothy and get his thoughts on the local outdoor recreation efforts and resources. I want to talk with him about being a manufacturer here in the area, and most of all, I want to win the raffle and get not only a super cool Razor, but a super cool trailer to go along with it. Want to see how it goes? Come along for the ride in Ken's Think Tank. Ken's Think Tank is made possible by the following sponsors. Ken Collins Marketing. It's simple. We help small business owners get more customers. So, we just picked you up from your shop.
Yes, sir.
Explain to people who you are. You are Tim.
Yeah, so my name's Timothy Bailey. I'm the owner of Hall Kings. My wife co-owns it with me. Her name's Kylie. And, you know, we wanted to do something different for the community and something that could bring work to the area and also kind of change some of the things that we do in our normal lives already.
Right on. And so that's what you're doing there is you've got your company Hall Kings, and you guys created your own style of UTV trailer.
Yes, we did.
It's a bit different than
much different than what you normally see.
Yeah. So I saw one at Lauderhouse. So you donated one to the Riley Men's Health Fund.
Yes, we did.
For the Razor Raffle. So actually, this year's Razor Raffle is the Razor like normal, and your trailer comes along with it.
Yep.
Very cool. So I got to see the trailer, and I noticed, like, you know, you immediately notice how different it is, and there's some things there, but then there's just little bits and pieces of things that are just like little extras, you know, that are also included in there that you might not notice if you weren't really studying that thing. So explain what you're doing there.
So it all kind of came about when I'm a big hunter as well, and so I like my toys like everybody does, and I wanted to design something that you could not have to cram all your gear into your Razor or Can-Am or UTV in order to go somewhere. You could load all your stuff up, then drive up on top of it and strap it down and go somewhere without having big old issues. And when you get there, you got to unload everything. You got to do everything an extra time, and it's more inconvenient because sometimes if you're anything like me, you're late to everything and you're always in a hurry. So it's nice to be able to just show up somewhere and unload your machine and just go ride and have fun, you know.
Exactly.
And so that's kind of where it originated, and that's how we started. And then I have a really good friend of mine that works for me as well, and we kind of collaborated on it and decided, hey, let's make this happen. Let's make it a reality.
So yeah, you've got this trailer that is a small trailer in itself that you can load all kinds of gear into there. So like extra, whatever you've got, extra gas cans, camping equipment, hunting equipment, all that stuff. You just load it into the trailer, and then you just drive up on top of it.
Yep, exactly. And one of the cool things is we put E-Track on the inside, so that way we could really strap down more important gear that you don't want moving around.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of unique to that. We designed it to where a Yeti 110 will fit underneath the rails.
Yeah.
Kind of a safety thing, as well as it just fits nice, and you don't have to put it all in the middle. You can put it underneath the rails.
Right.
That's a really cool feature that we have on it. And then like the E-Track system, there's tons of options that you can go with that, so you can kind of customize it however you'd like. And then we also put 6 D-rings in the bed of it, just in case you want to use it as a regular utility trailer as well, or whatever. Say you buy a new fridge from Lowe's or whatever, and you go over there and, oh, I don't got a trailer. Well, I have my Hall Kings trailer. Has a ramp on it. You just pull it up in there. You can take a regular ratchet strap, put it over there. It's actually probably more protected than it would be on a normal one, and it's not in the back of your truck as well.
Yeah.
There's things like that can be used for. A lot of people misconstrue it for a dump trailer because it kind of looks similar, I guess you could say, but it does not dump. No, it doesn't do that. But
now you guys could end up making it so that it is a dump trailer.
There is potential for that. One of the cool things that we did to it that most trailers don't have is a fuel tank and toolbox on the front that comes standard with it. You get 18 gallons of fuel, so and a fuel pump, so you're not trying to siphon it out or whatever. You actually can pump your fuel without getting all dirty and nasty all the time.
So the trailer has an actual fuel tank in it with a pump on it, so you just kind of roll up to it, grab the pump, and
pull the hose out. It's got like an 8-foot hose on it, so you can just do that, fill it up. It's really convenient.
Very cool. So are you originally from here?
Yes, born and raised.
Right on.
Yep.
And so you started this company here last year. What were you doing before that?
So I still currently we have an oil field company. My parents do. Yeah. And so we do pipeline maintenance and oil field maintenance throughout San Juan County.
Right on.
And so we do that too as well. So we're just kind of finding different avenues to do things that aren't so oil dependent always.
Sure. And that's one of them. I mean, that's the big push around here and in the state actually right now is outdoor recreation, and we're looking to attract manufacturers. That's one of the elements, outdoor rec manufacturers to the area. You happen to already be here.
It kind of works out,
just started it. So.
Yeah, and it's not our goal to get out of the oil field. It's just something else to do because things are, you never can foresee the future, and so trying to do something that's fun as well, I think that it can be very successful, and we're not going to just limit ourselves to one trailer either. We got utility trailers, regular trailers we're going to build as well, and that's going to help create jobs for the community, and so that makes it a little bit more fun, and it's there's always a demand for things like that.
Exactly. You've made a trailer for like UTV stuff. Is that kind of where your interest is in like outdoor rec type of stuff, or do you have other things, hunting? And
yeah. I mean, I've always been, like I said before, I've always been a hunter, and that's kind of where it originated, my idea. And outdoors is one of the most popular things there is for people to do, especially during this COVID era. People are getting out, getting away from people, kind of getting some distance, I guess, and it's cool to see everybody enjoying the outdoors. And so we target that, and as a manufacturer we're targeting that because everybody, almost everybody either has a dirt bike, an ATV, a UTV, a farmer may have hunters have generals and rangers, and so I mean, like everything that has to do with outdoor rec that we have in our area and in other areas of New Mexico, and then being so close to Colorado, outdoor hiking and things like that, it really makes sense for it makes sense for us, and it makes sense to kind of target those communities and have fun. And like being a part of those communities my whole life, growing up hunting and fishing and hanging out and stuff like that makes it all worth it. And the outdoor recreation is probably one of the fastest growing things we got going on around these areas right now. I mean,
that's what, you grew up here, I grew up here. That's what you do here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and we got Jolt Your Journey now.
Yeah.
The city of Farmington's really backing that and doing stuff with that. So I mean, I feel like we're creating like Farmington's always been known as oil field, you know, it's all it is or whatever. But I feel like the community is creating an outdoor area. Chokecherry Canyon, you know, all the trails out there in the forest that we have. There's plenty of, the oil field roads have actually created a lot of opportunity for outdoorists to go travel and be out in the hills, because there's so much land, public land, that you can go hike, ride, just go scenic. I mean, you can drive your truck down, and you can drive a, you know, ATV, UTV down it. It's just, this area is just great for outdoors.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this oil and gas is great. It's always been, you know, we've always been a friend of oil and gas in this area.
Exactly.
And that's why our city grew the way it grew, was because of oil and gas. And then we've enjoyed the continued benefits of that just through tax money, pulling off oil and gas. So a lot of our public amenities and all the things, these parks and the medians and everything that we're looking at, much of that comes from oil and gas revenues. But I think what happened is, because oil and gas grew the city, it grew it to a size where we needed all kinds of other things. So we needed a big Walmart, which before we had the second Walmart was the #1 Walmart in the country. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Yeah. So we needed, you know, all these other support services. And so kind of an economy grew up around the oil and gas economy that was just there to support everything and everybody. So now, I mean, whether oil and gas stays or goes, you know, none of us want to see it go, but outdoor rec just makes 100% sense for this area. I mean, everybody's a fisherman or a hunter or a hiker, a biker, a, you know, motorcycle rider. We've got several race courses, you know, off-road race courses.
Pinyon Hills is one of the best golf courses in the country. You know, we got the San Juan River. It's one of the best rivers in the country. It's like top 10, you know, for rainbow trout.
Have you gone on a raft ride?
I have not been on the raft rides yet.
Desert River opened
Nope,
this
I have
year?
not yet. I'm looking forward to doing it, because I've actually never been on a raft ride, and it's always been on the bucket list, checklist thing, you know, to do. And with these things coming in, you know, and these people coming in doing these outdoor things, it just is gonna open up the area to more fun, bring in more people in, seeing new faces. You know, it's gonna be a lot better for sure.
Oh, definitely. So are you, I know that you are collaborating. You mentioned a couple of them. So you're kind of, well, not collaborating, but you're working with Performance. Is it Performance ATV?
It's Ultimate Performance.
Ultimate Performance.
Yep. And Nick and Whitney Chavez, they opened up recently.
Okay.
They're great people. We have had a lot of good things. They've been a lot of help as well. And, you know, they helped build the benefit raffle razor.
Right.
They stepped up to the plate. That was awesome. They really took the bull by the horns on that one and got the razor built. And
that's what's really cool, is watching people that grew up here know what kind of businesses to do here. Yeah. And so instead of working for someone, you might still have that job where you are working for someone, but like build something of your own and make it appropriate for this area. And all of that is like highly appropriate for this area.
There's just, it creates opportunities for people. Yeah. You know, it just for the whole community. You know, and it's really sad to hear that, you know, everything's happening out by the mines and stuff, and that those things are coming to an end. And you know, it's kind of a scary thing, because I mean, those people produce a lot for our economy and and stuff. And so, you know, it's like, what are we gonna do? My generation, you know, all our parents and grandparents were all hands-on people, and I believe that I'm hands-on as well, but you know, where are we taking the next generation, and where are we gonna be, and how are we gonna create jobs to keep, you know, our hometown alive, basically, you know? So manufacturing, doing things like that, touristy things, bringing in people. We're down on Main Street right now. They just redid Main Street, you know, makes it more lively, and you know, they're doing some upgrades to the town to make it more, I think, touristy, but it's good. You know, people need to come enjoy what we get to enjoy. We have some of the best weather, climate. There's no hurricanes, there's no tornadoes, there's all that stuff. Like, it's really a great place to live. You know, people just think it's a desert, but It's really not just a desert.
Right. There's no crazy weather. There's 4 distinct seasons. It's really nice all the time. There's no big crime. There's no natural disasters. There's no earthquakes and mudslides.
It's good. It's just, we actually live pretty slim here.
As far as nature goes, it's kind of boring. I mean, nothing really changes.
Yeah.
It's mostly sunny, and we get some rain at this time of the year.
Yeah, monsoon season.
A little bit of snow in the winter, and not much to speak of.
Yeah.
So, which is really good for outdoor stuff. And
yeah, it really lets you plan things. And when we're talking outdoor recreation, these guys, some of the people that I've rode with, they work so hard with the BLM and some of the places to get trails opened, and it's amazing what they're doing as a committee and a community to make it what it is, because like there's so much opportunity there, and you can see all the awesome things, and we always are trying to pick up trash on trails and keeping the BLM nice and clean. And like the UTV community around here and ATV community are really I feel like they do a really good job of cleaning up after their messes and helping build trails. And if some crazy goes out there and trashes something, let's go out and pick it up. You see those guys out there all the time posting and stuff where, hey, they're doing a ride today, and they just stop. You see trash, you pick it up,
Yeah, exactly.
Try to keep our environment clean, so when people come see it, it's a clean environment.
What's it like being, what are some of the goods and the bads of being a manufacturer in the area?
The good thing is we can create jobs.
Yeah.
The bad thing is raw materials.
Right.
The expense on raw materials. That's probably the biggest problem I see that's in the area. We don't have interstate. We don't have railroad. The closest railroad's Gallup, I believe. And it's one of those deals where if we had a more infrastructure here for that, it would really help this area thrive, because we need to be able to get raw goods at better pricing. If I lived in Albuquerque, which I don't ever want to really personally live in Albuquerque,
sure.
but if you lived off the interstate to get, there's trucks daily. Everything you can get everything much as Texas, anywhere there's major highways, interstates. It really helps bring the raw goods down. That's one of the biggest things I see about the area, and it makes it difficult for a manufacturer to make it if you're always having to import goods. Right. The less markup you can get in them and the more direct you can buy it, the better for manufacturing. And that's in any supply and demand deal. But, we get stuff out of Arizona for the trailers. We get stuff out of Texas. We have to get stuff from all these places and get them shipped in. And, the biggest thing is cash flow, inventory, overhead, right? We don't have any of these big places real close by, and not having those real close by, you have to spend so many thousands of dollars to get free shipping, to try to save, because if you're paying, by the time you buy the part at wholesale or whatever, and then you want to mark it up so you can make some money, but you had to pay shipping, it could even be more than retail. Right.
So are there any other challenges to being a local manufacturer?
The biggest thing is raw goods. Right now with all the COVID stuff, it's hard to find help. It really is. It's hard to find people that want to work. Right. And so and I'm sure it's nationwide. It's not just here. Really everybody's struggling. Everybody's having the same issues we're having. Being a manufacturer is really fun in its own way. I love the assembly line thing, and as you mentioned, Pesco, they're a really big separator company, and they build separators, and they have mastered it, and they're really well, and they're a really big player in our economy around here. And they employ, I don't know, if I was guessing, 300 to 400 people on average. Yeah, they do. And so, they have mastered manufacturing, I would say, here.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I appreciate you going on the ride with me.
Yeah, thanks. That was a blast.
If no one's, I know some people have told you, but I might not have told you. But also, thanks for putting forth a trailer, one of your trailers for the Razor raffle.
Oh yeah,
and
no
everything.
problem.
That's really cool.
I stand behind our community because I know they would stand behind me if I needed something.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah, the baseball community is where I grew up.
Yeah.
I was a baseball player, and I was under a lot of great coaches, Adam Morrissey being one of them. And
right.
if you know anything about Adam Morrissey, he is the ultimate guy to be around. The most positive guy I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And he has taught me a lot about just the world, and like not just being a baseball player, but how to be a good person. And that dude is, he's a gold standard around here.
Right.
If you don't know who he is, you should.
I'm out of touch with the kind of the sports scene. In my day, and when I was in high school, it was Coach Macklemore.
Yeah.
So
he was Adam was not a high school coach.
Okay.
He was a ex-pro baseball player.
Oh, nice.
And Lorette and them somehow got in contact, and he actually took the strike zone over, and
right.
And so that was his gig, and he's great for the community, and
nice.
he is great with kids and baseball players, and he's the ultimate.
Yeah. Awesome.
So.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for riding along with me.
Yeah,
had a good time. So
thank you.
Get to know you now.
Yeah. Anytime, stop by and chat.
Very cool.
Ken's Think Tank is made possible with help from these fine sponsors: Basin Home Health and Hospice,